me say like, well, I'm gonna be at so place, come and meet me there, you know what I mean?
Now,
Am I the a-hole for making my girlfriend wait outside our house for hours after going out? I am 27 male, she is 24 female. Context, we only have one set of keys because a few months ago, our landlord lost his pair of keys and asked us for the ones we had. And since we were moving at the end of the month, we decided not to make another copy. Yesterday, she went out with this new girlfriend of hers she met a few months ago to have lunch, but ended up spending the entire day out, and around 10 p.m. she was going to go out partying. I told her I was going to go out too, but since she wasn't home and I had the keys, I told her what we were supposed to do, and she told me to take the keys and said we could come home together at 6 a.m. when the clubs closed because we was going to be near each other. The clubs were a few minutes distance walk from each other. I insisted her to confirm me that she was going to come home with me because I told her I was low on battery and my phone was going to die, and she confirmed it. But like, you guys went to the club, you only have one copy of key, and your phone was going to die.
but my question is like, why are they going out clubbing to different clubs?
Because she was with a friend, and then like I think he went up later by himself,
But can't they
But can they leave the keys at home, like under the
under
rug?
the door? Don't come under our door.
Put it under the rug, or put it on like a special tree somewhere, Like I feel like there's like so much solution to this problem, I drank a lot, and she did too because we were texting throughout the night. I could tell she was drunk. You were drunk. How could you tell she was drunk? Around 6 a.m., I asked her if she was coming home because I guess she might be going to sleep at her friends who live near our home. Around 15 minutes walk. She didn't reply, so I guess, okay, she's not coming home. And since I was still active and a bit drunk, I went to one of my friend's place to drink a bit more and ended up falling asleep on the couch. So like around 6 a.m., he texted her, are you gonna come home? She didn't reply. So he presumed, that was a never thing for people, He he think for her and said like, you know what? This girl, she's gonna go and sleep with other friends, so I'm gonna go to my friends and go and sleep from there, So when that happened, and he went to his friend's place and slept more and then he got drunk,
Yeah.
My phone died, so this is like so crazy. Don't your friends have chargers at home, My phone died, so no alarm, no calls were received. I woke up around 3-4 p.m. and took a taxi home only to find her sitting on the door and killing me with her eyes. She haven't talked to me since that day. It was on Friday. And made a big thing out of it. Apparently, she came home around 12 p.m. thinking I was there and I wasn't receiving a text nor opening the door. So she just stayed there until I finally came home,
Yeah.
I don't know which country they are in,
Continue this time.
I don't know which country they are in, but like when you call people when their phone is off, don't you get like, oh, like this number you're calling is like social or something, This
Because
so
like
weird,
when the phone is off, you get a certain email, voicemail, and if it's just like off or on non-disturb, you also get
yeah,
a certain
like it
notification.
ring differently than we
Yeah.
I told her why didn't she just come back to her friend's place, which is near our house. She said that wasn't the point and told me to leave her alone and even hinted breaking up because she can't believe I care so little about her, Okay, this was like she's like really escalating also,
Drama.
I don't understand she can be that mad because she was sitting there for hours. One, I did text her at 6 asking her if she was gonna come home, as she said, but she didn't even reply until 12 p.m. Two, she could have just gone back to her friend's house. And three, I did warn her several times that I was running low on battery. So what do you make of the story,
Anyway, how old were they? 27 and 24.
I think so, yeah, 27 and 24.
Like it's kind of a miscommunication because if the girl thought that, okay, the boy, I feel like he's not that a-hole actually. I feel like the boy is not, because like he literally texted the girl, like they had a plan.
Mm-hmm.
6 a.m. That's when they're going to go back home. So 6 a.m. they're going to go back home. He texted around that time,
yeah.
and he didn't get no response, and he was drunk. So like he continued his journey to the friends. But what I'm also wondering, if you're going to someone's house, Musa, like we have like literally iPhone charger here, we have a Samsung, we have, I don't know, this universal charger that
Yeah.
charges everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which type of home were they, or how broke are these friends? Where are you going to party
Or maybe
with?
he was like so drunk and passed out, you know. But for me, like the only place I'm gonna blame him, you know, I agree there was like bad communication, you know. But I will blame him because they already had like a after, like, you know. I'll blame both of them because they had like a agreement, you know. Like this, they made an appointment. We're gonna meet 6 a.m. and go home, you know. But she went home 12 o'clock actually, you know.
12 p.m.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know. So imagine the girl's gonna be waiting for her all the time alone at the club, you know. Oh, it's like 6 a.m. Where is she? I'm waiting for her also, you know. So like it is bad on both ends, you know, because like I feel like they are both wrongs because they both had an appointment and they didn't stick to the appointment, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why he was saying like, oh, you know what, I was expecting him to come, but he didn't come, you know. So I'm gonna go, you know. So what's your verdict?
He's not that a-hole.
Me, I'm gonna say 50-50 this time around. I feel like they are both the assholes, you know, actually, you know. Because one, he made an appointment to be home at 6 o'clock, you know. They were supposed to meet each other at 6 o'clock. They didn't do it, you know. So two of them, they have to work on their communication skills, you know.
But Mr. If we are looking at, yes, they made a plan, he reached his side of the plan.
No, the plan was for him to be home, for them to
Oh
go
yeah,
at 6
okay,
a.m., you know.
it's 50-50 because he went on a Nash.
Yes.
And
After
also-
party, you know, yeah.
Yeah, because if he was calm and she was, knocking on the door.
So even if she was gonna come home late, and then she was gonna meet him at home, you know, because he he was gonna be home 6 o'clock, so they was gonna meet, you know. But I can see why, like, oh, I texted you, you didn't reply me, you know. So I'm gonna go somewhere else, you know what I mean? We have comment number one, you the a-hole. You told her the plan was to go home at 6 a.m. You didn't text her a change of plans or that you were at your friend's house. You knew she could only get in the house if you were home. You choose not to go home and fell asleep at your friend's place, effectively locking her out of her home for hours. You should have gone home at 6 a.m. or changed your phone or charged your phone at your friend's place. So like this, like exactly what I was trying to say that. Like based on the fact like he didn't go home, but why did he even say like, oh, I'm gonna be at so place, you know, come and meet me there, you know what I mean?
Fishy. It's fishy.
This is like so weird. This is like so weird.
Me in my head, I'm just imagining, okay, we are going out and I tell you, go to the club next to my club. I don't know, it's just, I don't know also where they come from, but for me in my head, it doesn't. Like if it's a night out, I would love to be, at least, even if like you are with the boys, Musa, I would love to be in the same club as you. Yes, I can be with my girls, but we are in the same space.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But like, let me read this next comment for you. It sounds like they are both dumb asses who were too immature to be living without other supervision, to be honest. They won't spend like $10 max to make a copy of keys. They agree to meet at 6 a.m. but they both teach their plans without informing the other at the end and then assume everything will be fine. This is like a behavior I expect from a college freshman moving away from their parents for the first time. Not made 20s adults. This is exactly what I'm saying. I feel like they are both they are both wrong, you know. Because like they both changed their plans. They both didn't stick to the plan. And like you could make key like so cheap, them like, you know, go and make a copy of the key, problem solved, you know. Even if it's like 1 month, you know, like $10, you know, it's not gonna change anything for you, you know. But like yeah, it's like really so funny.
Now, am I the a-hole for accepting and refusing to return a gift from my son's girlfriend? My male 23 son is 5 months into dating his girlfriend, female 22. 5 months. She's a complete delight to be around, and I think we have bonded quite a bit despite the short time we have known each other. Now I have to mention here that she's very rich. My son estimates that the money she gets from her parents every month is the same as his yearly income.
Okay, that's like really, really rich though. That's like very, very rich though. Like
my son has expressed to me several times that he's worried it might look like he's only dating her for the money. So he's been really strict about things like paying his share of the things and not accepting expensive gifts from her. Yesterday was my birthday, and his girlfriend got me a very expensive designer handbag that I would mention being excited by months ago, even though I could never afford it on my own. So that mom had mentioned this designer bag months
That's
ago.
like, you know.
I am so touched that she remembered a short comment I made so long ago. I told my son about it and he became so angry at me. Said he's had to refuse so many gifts, outings, and vacation plans since they have been dating because he can't stand her thinking he's into her money. Here I am, happily accepting the first gift she's got me. He demanded that I return it immediately or I will disturb the dynamic of their relationship. I refused and told him it's such a thoughtful gift, even not considering the price, and she will be hurt if I return it. Now he's saying I'm greedy and don't care that I'm making him out to look like a gold digger whose family is happy to much of.
I'm a bit on the fence actually, you know, because you know, like I see where he's coming from, but that he doesn't want her to think like she's like with him or he's with her for money, you know.
Yeah.
But also like you cannot make that choice for her, you know. You
No.
can because like you're saying basically like, oh, she's not smart enough to think for herself, you know. So I have to think for her, you know. For me, once you don't ask for it, once you don't beg for it, you know, I don't think it's crime you accept it. I don't think it's a crime you accepting it, you know.
Yeah, because in my opinion, right here, it's a gift, especially that it's something she mentioned, and that this girl took it from just a small conversation. So it's a very thoughtful gift that she has thought about. Oh, my mother-in-law wants this nice bag, I buy it. I'm not seeing it as being a gold digger or something like that. I also feel like she's not the a-hole because like it is a gift.
And she didn't ask for it, you know?
And the relationship she has with her is different from the relationship he has with her.
Yeah.
This is a one gift. I understand that men sometimes don't want to when the woman is having a lot of money and everything. Because for me, I feel like this is the problem. Because the woman has more money than him. I understand it can be a problem, but at the same time, it's the reality.
And that's the thing.
And
you know,
she can never
you-
have less money than you.
You can change it, you know. She'll have more money than you know. So the
Yeah.
question is like, don't you want her because she have more money than you? You know, that's what you should be asking yourself. You know,
Yeah.
because you cannot change the fact. Like,
Are you insecure because she has more money than you?
because like somebody is getting like an allowance that is like more than your yearly salary every month. Jamila, I don't care what you do. That relationship will never be balanced. You know, when it comes to financially, you know,
No.
maybe you cannot compete well financially, but there are other things you can do to like compensate for you not having the finances to match her. You know, because like I feel like you should think in a sense like you should not think about equality, but you should think about equity. You know, equity in the sense that like okay, you are making 100,000, so you can contribute 5,000. You know, but I'm making like 300,000, so I can contribute 15,000. You know, so technically it's not equal amount we are paying, but when you look at the equity, it's like the same amount of equity we are paying. You know, because that's like 5% of my 300,000, and it's like also 5% of your 100,000. You know.
Me, I'm even surprised that he refuses to go on vacation because of that. They will think that he's gold digging. Like,
But you should ask yourself, you know, if it was the other way around when you have had a problem with it, you know?
no,
If it was the man who was rich and then the woman
No.
is not rich, you know?
no.
It's weird for me. I feel like
I know it wouldn't have been.
No.
It wouldn't have been like that.
I feel like the mom is not the heir, actually, you know?
She isn't.
And the only reason why she should like return the gift if she want to return it is because like she don't want her son to be mad now. But like between she and the lady, I think like nah. But I actually feel like
But
this-
should she, babe? Should like
I
it's
feel-
something? Okay, look at me. Like it's something I really, really want. Because if she should look at the son not being mad, at the same time, the son should also think like the mother should stay with the bag because the mother's gonna be upset because of something she has really wanted. She's finally getting it because she said herself she could never afford this bag. So it could go both ways.
you know. But like the only reason why it's like the only reason I said that is because like she get to know like the girl through the son,
Yeah,
and the relationship is not like the girl is her friend.
Musa.
She is her daughter, like that. I'm not saying it's right, but
Also, people get to know through someone and then they become best friends, and then you, the person that got
nah,
to know you.
generally if it's like friends, it's okay, but like daughter-in-law, you know, you can never get to know your daughter-in-law more than your own child in that situation like that, you know. And that relationship is just 5 months old, you know. But I don't think I don't think she's wrong for not returning it actually at the end of the day. Yeah. So what's the final verdict? She's not the a-hole, right? I'm gonna say she's not the a-hole also. So now let's check out the comments and see what people are saying there.
Not the a-hole. I get he's trying not to come across as a gold digger, which I totally understand, but that's something he decided for himself to do.
Yes.
Thank you. But it's a thoughtful gift meant for you. Hence, it's up to you to accept it or not. Personally, I don't like rejecting gifts. Me too. I love gifts. I treasure them. Especially the first gift. You know, the first gift is always a memorable moment. She went out of her way to get you something she knew you would like. And I think that's very kind of her. I think a way to compromise is to accept the gift and let her know how appreciative you are, that she remembered how much you liked that bag, but she doesn't need to spend so much on future gifts, as any gift is a nice gift no matter the price. This is the best comment.
Yeah, well thought of comment, you know. So like, it is. I feel like that's the way to go, you know.
Because honestly, a gift is a gift. A gift is a gift, and like as someone, I also treasure gifts. Like if you give me something as a gift, I can never give it away. Like unless otherwise, like especially if it's like an earring or something like that. If it's clothes, maybe I could if I outgrow them, because like
you outgrow clothes.
You know, you've outgrown clothes. But when it comes to certain things, like I hold dearly to
I feel like the guy, like her son, is just overthinking things, you know. Because like if you think like that lady's gonna have the perception of you that she think you're a gold digger, probably you don't want to be with her, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I don't want to be with someone who think of me like that, you know.
Another comment. I have been the richer one in a relationship, and I have been the poorer one. The best way to handle this is to generally and gracefully fall into a pattern where the rich person pays for your expensive debts and the poor person pays for cheap debts. Exactly.
Yeah.
Equity.
Or
The poor person offers to grab the tip on an expensive meal.
Yeah, because
Example, rich person takes them out for a fancy dinner. A week later, poor person cooks a nice meal at home.
equity, you know.
Poor person makes a thoughtful birthday gift. Rich person buys an expensive handbag. Rich person pays for a cruise for two. Poor person offers to pick up the daily gratitudes and plans and pays for an excursion in one of the ports. Poor person takes them to the mini put place. Rich person takes them in a hot air balloon ride. It's not the amount you each pay, it's that you are both being thoughtful and both paying according to their means. And then they are saying original poster's son is being far too dogmatic in the service of I am not a gold digger. Yeah, but you are no fan either. Just let her pay for what she likes and buy the gift she wants to. Reciprocate in your own clever and thoughtful ways, and not be endlessly totting up numbers to try to match her.
Exactly, you know. So equity over equality, you know. Equity over
Because
equality.
this is what I was saying, like why is he saying no to the vacations?
And
it's
like,
not like he don't want them.
It's like not fair to her, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine you coming with your thoughtful things all the time and the person is saying no.
But I feel like this guy is like those people who be like, oh, you know, I'm the man in this relationship, you know, so I have to be the breadwinner, you know, I have to make all the money, you know. He might be African actually, you know. I don't see the big deal. I feel like it's pretty reasonable, you know, for her because she have the means, Jamila, you know. Once you're not taking advantage of her, you know, like this person saying this comment, you know, you can be thoughtful, you know, you can be creative because you don't have to send money, you know. And she might probably even appreciate that more than you like trying to like, oh, let me go and take money on credit card to go and pay for this vacation. Why can I afford to pay for her, you know?
I like the examples given in this horse, like in this.
Because for most people, it's like the thoughts that matters, you know.
Mm.
When it comes to like buying gifts, right? I'm so bad at thinking creatively, you know, so I overspend. But if you're smart, you'll save your money, you know. So you should even be like, maybe this guy is like people who don't know how to like think creatively to surprise people, you know.